Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ASEAN Secretariat and welcome to the ASEAN Prize Podcast Series. I'm Marisol Hernandez. I'm the Assistant Director of the Community Relations Division of the ASEAN Secretariat, and I will be your host and moderator for today's very special episode of the ASEAN Prize Podcast Series. Today, we have the honor of speaking with the esteemed ASEAN Prize recipient for 2023, Madam Nguyen Thi Tuyet Minh. Madam Nguyen Thi Tuyet Minh is a distinguished figure from Vietnam, is a regional advocate in championing women's economic advancement with her resolute dedication to empower women within the business community. Along with her unwavering commitment to cultivate an inclusive and sustainable economy, she has made a remarkable contribution to the progress and development of the ASEAN economic community. As the recipient of the ASEAN Prize 2023, ASEAN acknowledges Madam Minh's perseverance in spearheading various initiatives to deepen and broaden the regional business landscape, thus exemplifying capable leadership in advancing ASEAN's journey of regional integration. Let us start our conversation by getting to know more about Madam Minh on a personal level. Good morning, Madam Minh. How are you today?
Good morning, Miss Marisol. I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Minh, for your time. I know you are very busy, but we're very excited to have you for today's podcast. Okay, Madam Minh, let us now delve into our discussion. I'm sure a lot of our viewers are excited to know more about you. So for my first question, Madam Minh, could you share with us your journey in women's empowerment? How did it begin? And what personal inspirations have guided you along this path?
Good morning, everybody. I was lucky to grow up in a family where everybody support and respect each other. However, I look around me, I recognize that this is not the case for the other women. And especially one my friend, her family is very poor, and she have to stop to go to school to give opportunity for her brother. This is the reason why I have a strong desire to create better opportunity for women. I did many things for the poor. However, my journey actually began at Vietnam Chamber Commerce Industry, focusing on promoting and advancing business women. During working with small medium enterprise, I recognize that even though women and business women are very capable, but they lack opportunity to access resources for staff and develop their business. So I starting our professional journey here.
Wow, that is really inspiring, Madam Minh. So you're sharing with us how you started and then how you help poor women in your country and like really push. So I think everyone will be very excited to listen more and about your stories. That's why we're encouraging all our viewers for our ASEAN Prize podcast to like really to know you more and to be more engaging with this podcast. I'm sure some of them have also other questions. Maybe we'll be asking them and then we'll just send the questions to you. So, Madam Minh, so moving forward to our trying to deepen our knowledge and our sharing session between you and the ASEAN Prize podcast series, we want to know more, Madam Minh. In the context of ASEAN, what makes you believe that women should have a broader opportunities and equal access in our region? What do you think ASEAN women to do to ensure equal access and opportunities in our region?
Yeah, as also you know, ASEAN have 650 people and amongst of them is nearly 50% as women. So if you give just equal opportunity for women, means they contribute for economic growth, and they can, improve capacity and give innovation and productivity and competitiveness to grow, to economies grow. And beside that, the women contribute the decision maker. They contribute to close the gap between men and women, to contribute for the social development, and uh, they contribute to stop cycle of poverty amongst the community. So I think this is the reason we should do many activity to women empowerment in region. And I think that ASEAN women should do something to, improve, to active, to improve the position in the community and family. Firstly, they should do some activity, policy advocacy, and the second one, they would like to develop many initiatives to remove barrier for development. And the third, they should join the networking and mentoring program, to improve capacity and connect each other to receive support and guidance and equal opportunity to develop themselves. And besides that, business women should introduce about the successful story to inspire us the one, and especially is the young generation.
Wow, that is really very powerful note, because compared to before, women doesn't have that equal opportunity. But we're very lucky now to be a woman, so I'm really proud also to be a woman and having you inspiring a lot of women in the region is like really giving a lot of impact. And with all the new policies that is available and that is being created to make women to be empowered and to have equal opportunity, it's really a good thing right in this era. Yeah.
Yes.
My next question, Madam Min, how do you define women's economic empowerment, and why is it crucial for women to participate actively in the economic landscape of the ASEAN community?
Yeah. Women economic empowerment refers to abilities of women to have equal access to economic resources, opportunity, and decision-making power. And by empowering women economically, country unlock their full potential to contribute to economic growth and social development. And women economic empowerment is closely linked to its poverty reduction. When women have access to opportunity community, they can live themselves and their family out of poverty. And promoting women economic empowerment is essential for achievement gender equality. When women have equal access to economic opportunity, they can change the traditional gender norm, leading greater gender parity in all spheres of life. By tapping into the talent and skill of women, ASEAN countries can strengthen their economy and position themselves for success in global market. And I think that women economic empowerment is not only a matter of human rights and social justice, and also strategy for sustainable development and prosperity, particular in context of ASEAN community.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Min. I totally agree with you, Madam Min. I know because women inside the family, like I always believe that women already help to eradicate poverty. So to uplift the life of the family, to uplift every woman, women always have the strive to do something that we will not stop unless like we make sure we can provide for our family. We make sure that we could like really give back to the community as well. So I totally agree with you, Madam Min. This women empowerment is very crucial and very important, and that's why in this generation, having this opportunities for women is like really a privilege for us compared to I know in the previous generation, women we don't have that rights, and in some countries, I think women is still being deprived of their rights. So that's why it's very important to have you and to have you as our ASEAN Prize winner for 2023 to make sure that we will continue our advocacy for women empowerment. Okay, Madam Lin, I'll go to my next question. Can you share to us how you started your advocacy for women's socioeconomic empowerment in ASEAN? And can you share some key moments from your journey? Maybe is there any specific experiences that you want to share that is very important to you that you want to share to our viewers?
And firstly, I would like to introduce very brief my role in Vietnam Women Entrepreneur Council in Vietnam. And during my chairmanships, we have many initiatives to support the Vietnam business women community. And especially we cooperate with many stakeholders, develop the policy recommendation to submit VCCI board for the law reform, and many our recommendation is agree with the Vietnam National Assembly and government. For example, is the labor code, law and gender equality, law on supporting SME, and many degree under the law. And the second one, we implement many activity to improve capacity for Vietnam business community. We organize training with the many topic and business matching, and we also to organize a Golden Role Award for outstanding business women. We would like showcase the best practice in Vietnam to inspire younger generation. And besides that, we also concerned about the work and life balance, and also the implement many activity to support have a good relationship between employer and employee among the company's labor. And with the successful in Vietnam, Committee on Women, aside Vietnam Women Entrepreneur Council, developed a TOR to set up ASEAN Women Entrepreneur Network. We take some year to introduce it around the ASEAN meeting to get approval from 10 country member states. And after ASEAN Secretariat and Vietnam government organized launching, I become the first chair of ASEAN Women Entrepreneur Network. This is a very many difficulty because no money, no member, and no organizer structure, and no reputation and no experience from the other one. This is the first time in ASEAN have the same the network, the success network. So I study and give a recommendation to the ASEAN Secretariat and the government, Vietnam government, to support us to link with the 10 country member states. We also ask the women Committee on Women in Vietnam to propose ASEAN Secretariat in connect with the Committee on Women in 10 countries. They nominate one organization to be the focal point. We mean the country coordinator of 10 countries. And why I am not to keep the chairmanship for myself, because I would like to say to enhance the woman leader engaged in the region. So I designed the ASEAN Women Entrepreneur Network working in rotation. And after Vietnam, we transfer to Philippines and Thailand and Indonesia, and now it's Cambodia. And at that time, we developed the regulation to run the AWEN, and we very difficulty to raise fund for our activity. I study about the activity of ASEAN Secretariat and some committee under ASEAN. So we propose them to invite our network to join dialogue, public-private dialogue in ASEAN. And we also cooperate with the many partner, international and national partner to raise fund, to organize and co-organize and send our representative to join the ASEAN meeting about the 30 activity, includes a showcase and a conference and award in ASEAN. And in Vietnam, we organize the 10 activity, and especially I give many initiatives, but two of my initiatives become annual activities of our end. Now they continue organize the main activity, and especially we invite, very honored to invite the Vice President of Vietnam State, Deputy Prime Minister of Vietnam State, and Director General of ASEAN to join our activity. And after I finishing my chairmanship, I was always to be the advisor for AWEN, and up to now.
Wow, that is really very inspiring, Madam Min. Vietnam is really very lucky to have you, and you started this. All the women in the region,
Thank you.
were like they're really expecting Taylor. I really appreciate how you're doing it. You're doing duplication in all ASEAN member states, and we're very honored to like maybe later on you traveling in all different ASEAN member states, speaking to all the women. I'm sure it's going to give a lot of inspiration and will give a robust empowerment to all the women in the region. Madam Min, I really appreciate all your sharing. And maybe just to continue with our questions, we still have a few questions here, and I'm sure you still have a lot of things to share to us. So, drawing from your experiences in facilitating and connecting entrepreneurs across the region, what are the some common barriers or challenges? I know you are like really pushing everything, and I don't see no one can stop Madam Min. But I'm sure, Madam Min, there are some challenges and some barriers that put hold on some of the initiatives or some of the activities that you have. Can you share to us?
And during working with a businesswoman, so you recognize a businesswoman have a, even though they have a capable, but they have many challenge. Firstly is you know, the traditional and the norm, including very high expectation around their role in family and in society. And as the second is a very difficult balance work and life. And as the result of the challenge, we very limited to a limited opportunity to access financial resource and markets and the network and professional mentor program and resources. However, despite this challenge, many people is overcome and they get very successful, even though some business women very successful during and post-COVID-19 era. In Vietnam, I have a very good case from Viet, Madam Nguyen Thi Tuyet, the founder and CEO of Viet. You know, and COVID-19 is give many challenge and many harmful for economy in general and business women particular. And the same tourism and transportation area Viet deal faced with many difficulty, but with the vision and with the visionable mindset and the strategy of Madame Nguyen Thi Tuyet Minh. She is the director of Vietjet Air, trained for the focus on cargo transport instead of the transport passenger transport. And she also recognize that the internal route is a very active attract for the Vietnamese the people, because after COVID, many Vietnamese people is like tourists. They take many tour in internal in Vietnam. So Vietjet Air develops a new route in Vietnam, and now she Vietjet Air successful post COVID-19 era. Yes, it is a very inspires young and the other people, and especially the young generation.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, Madam Min. I'm sure with all of us experiencing the COVID, the pandemic, and also now we're in the post pandemic, I'm sure there's still a lot of challenges, but for sure, as a women, we are all agile and we can like really adapt to new things, and whatever we face, yeah, I'm sure we are ready to face it with our strength, and as we gather together as one women and having this maybe your organization and then talking to all the women will really give us the inspiration to like keep on going and keep on fighting. For my next question, Madam Min, now in ASEAN, you're part of ASEAN, and I would like to know maybe if you have anything that you want ASEAN for the support and for the empowerment, and to make sure that we will unleash the potential of every woman.
I think ASEAN is a very important role to women empowerment in region, and ASEAN can advocate for gender responsive policy across ASEAN member states to promote women rights and empowerment, and including initiatives to address gender-based violence, promote women economic participation, to ensure equal access to education and healthcare. And the second, ASEAN can support a program that provide women with the access education, training, skill development opportunity. And the third, ASEAN can facilitate access to finance and resources for women enterprise and women-owned business through initiatives such as microfinance and business incubator. And the fourth, ASEAN can promote networking and mentoring opportunity for women, including through establishment of women business network and mentoring program. And as the first chair of AWEN, I would like ASEAN consider allow the AWEN as a ASEAN entity, the same as ASEAN bar, because we would like to link our activity with the ASEAN activity. Some activity of AWEN should be the stylized in frameworks of ASEAN activity. So this is I would like to propose ASEAN consider about it. And the last but not least, ASEAN can support effort to collecting gender statistics data and conduct the survey on status of women and gender gap in region. With the research, we recognize the barrier of women. So we would like to give us a solution to remove the barrier for business women development in the future.
Thank you, Madam Min.
Thank you.
All of your points are well noted later on. That's why this podcast is very important. We'll ensure that your message will be reached here in ASEAN and your voice will be heard. And for the application for entities, I really hope that you will get the accreditation as soon as possible. So moving forward, Madam Min, considering ASEAN's regional integration, how do you envision women-led business contributing to fostering one vision, one identity, and one community in ASEAN amidst the current trends in digitalization?
Yes. I think that through entrepreneurship and innovation, women can contribute to economic development and poverty reduction, advancing to share the vision of prosperous and inclusive ASEAN community. And by embracing e-commerce, digital marketing, and online platform, women entrepreneur can reach the new customer, the new market, and expand their business beyond national border. And by equipping women with tools and resources they need to succeed in the digital economy, ASEAN can empower women to take control their economic destiny and contribute for region prosperity. And last but not least, by foster connection and partnership amongst the women-led business, ASEAN can strengthen social tie and solidarity, fostering the sense of shared identity and community within the region.
Madam Min, so I totally agree. Digitalization and women, it has a correlation. And after the experience that we have during the pandemic, I think it has prepared us, and we are now in this era of digitalization, and every woman is taking advantage of this. For my last few questions, Madam Min, so I would like to know, being the first Vietnamese woman to receive the ASEAN Prize, what significance does this regional recognition hold for your advocacy work? And what are your plans and initiatives following this award to further support ASEAN's goal of creating a people-centered, inclusive community?
Yeah. I'm very honored and grateful to be selected as the ASEAN Award 2023 recipient. This is very important for me to highlight my contribution in the region, and especially award not only have the card and they have the money prize. So I when after receive award in Jakarta and come back Vietnam, we organize many activities for charity and for support business women around Vietnam. And I just finished the very important to support for the victims of the peace house for victims of violence and trafficking. And so we also I also to give charity for victims of COVID. The children, they there's a parent is die during the because of COVID-19, and we also raise a fund and raise a fund and give a charity to get money to support some victim in the fire, mini house and something like that. And after that, you see the challenge and many difficulty for business women community, and because of COVID and because of these many challenge from digital age some conflict of some country. They is close the market, the traditional market, and now we organize many activity to matching business to find the market for our network. And the second, we recognize that after COVID and the many pressure from the run very stressed when there's business. So I think we developed a very special program for business women, the mental health program, and also we support them to integration in global and region market. And now we focus three main activity in village, and we also to join many conference in AWEN to advise them as the advisor. I contribute my recommendation for the current chair and for the executive for both of AWEN. And after today, I have a meeting with them to adjust the TOR for the suitable for the current contact now in ASEAN.
It's really so heartwarming to hear what you have done as a recipient of ASEAN Prize. And on behalf of the whole ASEAN Prize Committee, we're very proud that you are one of our recipients and giving back to the community and giving more of you to the women, every woman in Vietnam. They're really lucky to have you in Vietnam. So I really hope whatever you're doing in Vietnam, it will be duplicated in all ASEAN member states. So now, Madam Min, we're into our conclusion and we want to wrap up our conversation with you. Can you share with us what are your hopes and aspirations for the mainstreaming of women's empowerment in ASEAN?
I would like to borrow the speech of the former United coordinator. He said that instead of the trying to find the solution to promote gender equality, we should be looking way to remove barrier for women to be creative. And I think that to achieve a strong and inclusive economic community means we all need to work together and we also need equal access to opportunity. I believe that every woman can be an ambassador for change, starting with herself, her family, and for her business.
It's very powerful. Women to be ambassador of change. So we will note on that, Madam Min. Again, it's really such an honor to have you today. We're really inspired. We really have a lot of insights of what took place during your journey, and it's truly an enlightening discussion. And I'm sure it has inspired and made every woman to be proud to be a woman. So I'm also very proud to be a woman. Thank you so much, Madam Min, for all your sharing and for all your experiences. So once again, we would like to thank our very special guest for today, Madam Min. Let's try to give her a good round of applause for everyone. I'm sure everyone listening are very inspired and truly grateful for this sharing session that we have with you. To all our viewers and listeners, thank you for joining us today. This has been Marisol Hernandez signing off. Please don't forget to subscribe to the ASEAN Prize Podcast series and stay tuned to our latest updates of the ASEAN Prize. Again, Madam Min, thank you very much. Maybe you'd like to thank also our viewers for today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for support and inspiring us. Thank you. I do hope the very useful for the candidate of the ASEAN Award 2024. I hope the recipient in the 2024 is a very very successful and many experience and good, the better story than me. Yeah, thank you.
We're looking forward to have our new ASEAN Prize winner for this year, Madam Min. Thank you so much. Thank you again. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Once again, we would like to thank our very special guest, Madam Min. Thank you so much for today's episode of ASEAN Podcast Series. To all our viewers and listeners, thank you for joining us today. I'm Marisol Hernandez, signing off for today. Please don't forget to subscribe and join ASEAN Podcast Series for more updates on the ASEAN Prize.